Due to time constraints, we now move ahead to further action.
2.5 years and one council ago, I was promised that a committee would be formed to transform and reform B12 zoning. This has not come to pass. Recently, during a work session, the zoning was discussed, and I would like to take a minute to go through each point that was made during the discussion. First of all,
the ability to have a B1.2 zoning code is something that's valuable to infill development.
agreed. Number two,
When you're looking at building a structure in pre-exist or an infill development, and you are constrained by artificial setbacks, whether it be front, back, or side setbacks, what happens is you, in essence, leave no option for redevelopment in the area.
I agree. Nowhere in the city is this more useful than in Cahaba Heights. Number three,
When the controversial apartment complex next to the school came in, they were using B1.2 zoning. It got a bad name.
I disagree. The ultra-dense housing project was made possible by the B12 zoning code. Under no other district would it have been possible. Even had the developer used the MXD zoning ordinance, the residential density would have been capped at 12 units per acre. 4,
If you significantly change B1.2, I will show you what type of development might occur. And I will pull up a picture of Government Street in downtown Mobile. It's pedestrian oriented, you have sidewalks in front of those buildings, but you know what Mobile did not have when development and redevelopment occurred on Government Street? They didn't have a B1.2 zone. A nice Save-A-Lot, who was probably something else when it first came in here, was built, and this is what you do. And I can tell you, anybody familiar, and Cinnamon, you may know the location of the Hardee's on Government Street and how it sits back with a drive-through circulating around it amidst some beautiful homes on Government Street.
limiting residential density has never forced any developer anywhere on planet Earth to put a parking lot in front of a building. 5,
The B1.2 zoning would also mandate that when you approve it, they are married to their site.
this is not true. This must be written individually into each ordinance change authorizing the zoning change. 6,
B1.2 allows a mixture of uses. It allows office, it allows residential, it allows all, it's all done purposely so that there can be flexibility on infill.
this is a good thing. Businesses, offices, and residential can be co-located without arbitrary setbacks and awkwardly looking buffers. It creates potential for a live, work, play environment. 7,
If you don't like what you see, you can reject it.
as Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend. If the council rejects a zoning change, the request on the grounds that are not based on legal principles, it is arbitrary and capricious. Tightening up B12 code with a residential density cap gives the council the necessary legal framework to reject ultra-dense housing developments. 8,
B1.2 is not a good zoning category. It's throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
no, changing B12 saves the baby from drowning. 9,
Just off Overton Road, they came in with a unified voice. They had their concerns laid out in a very organized way that made sense. It made so much sense that the developer realized he was making a mistake and pulled his proposal.
no, that's not true at all. Durham pulled the project because it was rejected by the Mountain Brook City Council. The portion of the project within Vestavia Hills would not be possible without the Mountain Brook portion included. In any case, the residential density of the project complied with Mountain Brook's limit of 12 residential units per acre. 10,
Is it a Whole Foods over there in Mountain Brook off 280? Is that little area in there, would that be the equivalent of a B1?
It would be a mixed-use development.
Because it's got.
But it's in Mountain Grove, so they have a different code,
Yeah.
but it would be the equivalent of it.
Yeah.
For reference sake, Cahaba Village is 12 units shared with retail on 7.3 acres of land. The 7.3 acres does not include Whole Foods. The Park Lane mixed-use development across from Birmingham Botanical Gardens has 270 apartments on nearly 58 acres of land. Both of these mixed-use developments have residential densities of under 5 units per acre. 11.
There's no conditional use for over 3 stories. I thought there was a conditional.
That was a part of the debate.
So that is a.
3 stories or 35 feet.
It is stunning that despite having less than 300 words in the B12 zoning code and having 2 lawyers on the Vestavia Hills payroll, the Cahaba Heights Community Foundation had to hire a 3rd lawyer to explain to the City Council after the Planning and Zoning Board passed a project that included the exemption. 12.
It would have been difficult to do leaf and petal. It would have been impossible to do the Martin's Barbecue.
Yes, that is true, but the changes we are asking for would not affect either of these projects. The residential density in these 2 projects is exactly 0. B12 and R9 zoning ordinance, as they are written, are a golden invitation for abuse.
Got it! You got the last golden ticket!
Why invite ultra-high density development that none of our neighborhoods nor the Board of Education are prepared for? I urge you to reform this wonderful yet tragically flawed ordinance before it is too late. Thank you.